out to me and they're saying, well, Floyd Mayweather now has joined Terence Crawford's camp. Does that mean Floyd Mayweather doesn't like Jaron Boots Ennis? Floyd Mayweather went to Terence Crawford camp to give Terence Crawford advice on Canelo Alvarez.
Robert, Floyd Mayweather just visited Crawford in camp. Is he going to help him how to beat Canelo, any of that? Why not? He beat Canelo.
Bud usually don't smoke guys right off the rip anyway. He don't never do that. He lulls them in, he feels them out, and then he beats them to death.
Are you ready for this? Canelo is left stunned after hearing the news that Floyd Mayweather has stepped in to help train Terence Crawford. The boxing world is on fire as reports confirm Floyd's presence at Crawford's camp, with many linking it to Boots recently joining Canelo's corner. Fans and experts can't stop buzzing, suggesting that Mayweather's guidance could give Crawford a huge edge in preparation and shift the balance. This shocking twist has everyone talking, questioning how it will shake up one of the biggest fights in recent history.
When we saw that he's in camp with him, right? And so people are saying now that they reached out to me and they're saying, well, Floyd Mayweather now has joined Terence Crawford's camp. Does that mean Floyd Mayweather doesn't like Jaron Boots Ennis? Floyd Mayweather went to Terence Crawford camp to give Terence Crawford advice on Canelo Alvarez. Well, one, Terence Crawford is not fighting Jaron Boots Ennis. That's number one. Number two, it's not shots at Jaron Boots Ennis if Floyd Mayweather was to go to Terence Crawford camp. Number three, I saw this clip that Fight Hype had put out, and it's an old clip of Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford at Shakur Stevenson's sparring session in Las Vegas. Shakur had called them all to be at that sparring session, okay? And Floyd Mayweather assisted. Now, Floyd Mayweather took on Canelo Alvarez September 14th of 2013. That was 12 years ago, okay? And so with that said, this one has nothing to do with the other. Floyd Mayweather, from what I'm being told from Terence Crawford's camp, that he has not went up to Colorado and helped Terence Crawford do anything. Okay, now I don't know if he's willing to or not. I don't know if Terence Crawford reached out to him or not. I don't know if they spoke on the phone or not. But, you know, it's when you saw Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather at the top-ranked gym watching Shakur Stevenson, and they had a conversation with Eddie Hearn. That's very, very old. Okay, that's very old. Now, Floyd Mayweather has stand pat on Terence Crawford is the best fighter in the world currently right now as it stands.
One of Pound for Pound's tweets showed Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford laughing together. Floyd's visit to Crawford's training camp instantly sent shockwaves through the boxing world. Many see this as a major turning point, believing Floyd's wisdom could give Crawford an edge in his showdown with Canelo. But the timing of his visit also raised questions about hidden motives and mind games. Right now, this moment is the hottest topic in boxing. Trainer Robert Garcia addressed it calmly, pointing out that Crawford has already proven himself through years of hard work and strict discipline. He explained that while fans may be excited to see Floyd pop up in camp, it's really Crawford's dedication that will decide the outcome. Crawford has been sharpening his skills and crafting his game plan long before Mayweather showed up. Garcia stressed that one piece of advice can't swing a fight of this magnitude. Throughout Crawford's career, it's been clear that his mindset and preparation matter most. Garcia's take also shows his belief that Crawford can handle tough challenges without needing validation from anyone else.
Floyd Mayweather just visited Crawford in camp. Is he going to help him how to beat Canelo, any of that? Why not? He beat Canelo. Pita, what do you think about this? Mayweather visiting Crawford in camp. Does that help Crawford at all? No, motivation. Mayweather's very charismatic. No, it doesn't make it. Maybe they saw Boots sparring Canelo and they had to respond to that. You don't think so? But that's a big advantage for Canelo to have Boots spar him. Boots is just like Crawford.
Boots is very good and very
I think Boots. You don't think Boots is like Crawford? Okay, so does that help Canelo, like having good sparring?
No, that's really good.
Boots is 34-0 with 30 knockdowns. Huh?
What if Boots went in the
That's what people are saying on the internet.
In recent years, fans and analysts have increasingly compared Crawford to Mayweather because both men are highly skilled, patient, and composed inside the ring. Floyd holds a unique edge in offering practical advice, thanks to his own fight with Canelo many years ago. Still, this wisdom might only add to what Crawford already understands. Mayweather knows firsthand about Canelo's timing and ring strategy, but Crawford doesn't rely solely on that knowledge. Being viewed as Mayweather's successor comes with pressure, and Crawford looks ready to shoulder it. Excitement keeps building as people wonder if Floyd's insights can truly alter the outcome. But the reality is that Crawford's foundation is already rock solid.
After Terence Crawford's dominant victory in the mega fight of this era, which is Errol Spence vs. Terence Crawford, everybody started talking and asking, is Terence Crawford one of the greatest ever? Could he end up retiring undefeated, passing Floyd's record, and being one of the greatest fighters ever? And that performance definitely put him on the right foot toward that direction. But I wanted to look at Floyd Mayweather, who is possibly the greatest fighter ever and was the greatest fighter hands down of the era right before him. I want to compare Floyd versus Terence Bud Crawford. They both fought it at 147. This, in real life, if the eras aligned, could have been a matchup that could have realistically happened. And who would have won? Now, I don't like making these predictions until a fighter's career is fully over because we don't know which direction Crawford's career can go. Looks like it's going to just keep going up, but you never know. So I like waiting until fighters retired. But I want to compare the two fighters here. Look at sparring. Now, guys, I use sparring clips because I cannot use fights.
Al Stanton highlights Crawford's incredible physical abilities, which continue to impress anyone who watches him. At 38, most fighters begin showing obvious signs of decline, yet Crawford remains fast and explosive. Stanton points out that the champion still carries the hunger and energy of a younger athlete. In sparring, his sharp reflexes and precise timing make him appear far younger than his actual age. Those who train alongside Crawford often feel more confident and motivated by the way he moves and punches. For Stanton, the most fascinating part of Crawford is not just his slick skill set, but his ever-changing rhythm and unpredictable style. Because of this, Stanton firmly believes Canelo won't be able to match Crawford's relentless pace and intensity.
And most recently just got back from Colorado Springs, Colorado, with training camp with Terence Crawford. And mainly that's why we're here. So if you can, what a lot of people are going to want to know is, how was the experience getting in the ring with Terence and, without giving away situations and game plans and stuff like that. What can you tell us from your experience in that camp?
He don't look like a 38-year-old in the ring. I can say that. Experience. I sparred him a few times. He's good experience, and he's just different, man. His heart different. I really think he's gonna pull this off.
So I would say, how long you been coming here?
2 years.
2 years. So I would say like about a year and a half ago, he first sparred Lester Martinez, who's on the undercard of Crawford Canelo. And Bomac said to me, he said, regarding Al, he said, hey man, if Bud ever fights Canelo, because that's always for the past couple years, I know it's been in talks, he said he would be perfect sparring for Canelo, but I fought him, so went out there, got that experience. But what does that experience do for you? Do you go in there, obviously you're in there with the best fighter, arguably the best fighter in the world right now.
Yeah. And,
does that elevate your game to take it to the next step?
Yep. Next level shit. You turn me up, man. Being with Mo and all them, they made me a better fighter. I up my game.
Is there any concerns, like you would say, with Bud, that going into this fight, that some stuff you could say you would hope he stays away from, or?
Nope. He put on the size. It's pretty big, and he's been sparring heavier guys.
And you feel his power. The guy's a natural. Started his career as lightweight, so you feel his power.
Well, obviously you've never been in there with anyone as good as him, because there might not be anyone as good as him. So what really I don't want to say surprised you, but what did you really take note of that, holy shit, this guy is, really good at this?
Crawford shows the kind of discipline that separates true champions from the rest. His focus is on pushing his body to the limit with intense training sessions. From cardio drills that build endurance for every round, to sparring that mirrors real fight conditions, his preparation is nothing short of precise. The dedication is clear in the way he carefully plans each step of camp. Even seasoned fighters know that talent alone isn't enough when moving up in weight. It demands flawless conditioning. Every day in camp, no matter how grueling, brings him closer to peak form. With his team working in sync to eliminate weaknesses and sharpen strengths, Crawford's readiness proves he remains a dangerous force, even against naturally bigger and stronger rivals.
There you go. That's good. There you go, Bernie. There you go, Bernie. Drop him with that, man. Kidney shot, Bernie. There you go. There you go.
He gonna take it though.
There you go. Kidney shot, Bernie. Kidney shot, Bernie. Kidney shot, Bernie. Turn him up, Bernie. Turn him up, Bernie. Turn him up, Bernie. Turn him up. Turn him up. Turn him up, Bernie. He ready to fall, Bernie. Turn him up. Turn him up. Turn him up. Eso, Bernie. You back. You back, Bernie. You back. Good body shot. Good body shot. Beautiful body shot. Beautiful body shot. Beautiful body shots, Bernie. Nice body shot. Turn him up. Turn him up, Bernie. Turn him up. Turn him up. Turn him up. Turn him up, Bernie. Turn him up. If he dies, he dies. If he dies, he dies. I thought you said, hey, Steven, you was a...
When it comes to Crawford's training, Bernie the boxer has strong opinions, pointing out that each session shows clear improvement. He emphasizes that Crawford continues to prove himself as the best when it comes to consistency and preparation. The intense work Crawford puts in at the gym directly explains why he looks stronger and sharper each day. Bernie admits, however, that Canelo gains an advantage from having an experienced fighter like Jiren in his corner. This highlights that both men are leaving no stone unturned in their fight prep. Still, Bernie believes Crawford stand apart because of the focus and determination he displays, with his growth during camp showing that he is mentally locked in and fully ready to deliver on fight night.
It was good work. Crawford got off the plane, had the 8, and they fought. And he sparred Richard Hitchison first. So he went with Richard Hitchison and Brian Norman, all in the same session. Just got off the plane, didn't eat, and they had a good sparring session. That's it. He didn't get smoked. Bud usually don't smoke guys right off the rip anyway. He don't ever do that. He lulls them in, he fills them out, and then he beats them to death. When we asked Brian Norman to come to training camp, because he had good work, they turned us down.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brian Norman. I'm just telling the truth. That's it. So you might have a good session with Crawford. What great champion didn't have good sessions with? Some people had good sessions with the champion. That's not nothing out of the ordinary. I watched his documentary. He said this guy came out of nowhere. He gave Dempsey a bad time. He said, I can do that, but only for about a round. I go out around the town, bang up a couple guys, and me and Dempsey can go at it, build up a reputation, and then we'll go at it. So, like I say, Brian Norman, at least he didn't stay in the sparring session. He moved up here world champion now, and he getting his just due. He worked hard, and he wasn't scared. He didn't back down. Like I say, he gave a good account of himself in every sparring session with the guys that he sparred with, Tank and most notably Crawford.
Does this build a different type of fuel? Just knowing that, hearing everybody saying that, hey, Canelo is really taking this training camp real seriously due to him bringing some of these sparring partners. And tell me, do you feel like that fuels the team Crawford?
When they signed it, that was the fuel.
It's fair to say that Crawford has little to lose in this fight. As Joel Dios explains, he would be defeating a man in a higher weight class, which would instantly be remembered as a historic achievement. If Crawford comes up short, he can easily return to his natural division without damaging his legacy. Dios views the matchup not as a major risk to Crawford's career, but as a calculated business move. Win or lose, Crawford will remain a pound-for-pound great. Framing it this way shifts the pressure entirely onto Canelo, who must defend both his image and dominance at super middleweight. Meanwhile, Crawford can enter the ring with a freer mindset, knowing the weight of expectation doesn't rest on him.
See, Terence Crawford wins, but he wins money because now, hey, you know what? As my friend that you are, I make you an offer. Would you fight Canelo? I'll give you 40 million. I don't know if it's 40, I don't know if it's 50, 60, but he's not gonna make no less than $10 million. So right there, Crawford's winning, regardless. As a fighter, like, dude, you give me You give me 20 million, I'll fight anybody. I'll fight Anthony Joshua right now. So Terence Crawford has to sell the fight. He has to say, I'll beat Canelo, left and right, whatever, right? But we've seen it we've seen it many, many times. When fighters move up 2 divisions to be the champion, they fail. I mean, I saw it with Mikey Garcia when he fought Earl Spence. I saw it when Demetrius Andre, a 147-pounder, was avoided for years. He moved to 54, he was avoided. He moved to 160, he fought maybe once or twice. Nobody wanted to fight him, so he moves to 68 and fights Benavidez. What happens? He looked good for the first 3 rounds because he's good. But once that heavy monster is coming at you, he'll destroy you. Terence Crawford, don't get me wrong, he's been my #1 pound for pound for years. But he just moved up from 47 to 54. Now he's gonna go from 54 to 60 to 68. I mean, to fight the moneymaker. We call him the moneymaker because Canelo Alvarez is the fighter of the era. I mean, it's like going back years, a few years ago, Manny Pacquiao.
Gabriel Rosado offers a technical breakdown that brings balance to the debate. He reminds fans that Crawford struggled when he stepped up to 154 pounds against Madrimov, and making the leap to 168 pounds is an even greater challenge. Rosado points out that Canelo's recent setbacks weren't because of a decline in ability, but rather due to specific technical flaws in certain fights. His perspective serves as a warning not to write Canelo off, as the Mexican star still carries serious power and remains a dangerous opponent at his natural weight. For Crawford, moving up 2 full divisions means stepping into uncharted territory where size and strength play a much bigger role. Rosado's analysis highlights the real risks involved and makes it clear that this fight is far from a one-sided affair.
I just think that, I think the Skull fight was just a bad style. And I think Canelo was like, why force the issue? You know what I mean? I'm up, this guy's running, I'm not gonna take a chance. So I think that it was that kind of fight for Canelo. But Madrimov did give Crawford problems, you know what I'm saying? And where I felt like, damn, at 54, he gave you problems. 68 is different, you know what I'm saying? So you going up 3 weight classes, because he was 47, 54, 60, 68, that's 3 weight classes. It's a major difference, man. And one thing is like, right, so people are saying Canelo has problems with movers, but the reality is Crawford's not a mover. Crawford's not a fighter that fights on his feet in the sense of boxing, kind of like, let's say, how a Pernell Whitaker would box or how Andy Lara would box.
Chris Algieri leans toward Canelo, pointing to the natural advantages of his body. He explains that Canelo is the bigger man and fully accustomed to competing at super middleweight. One of Canelo's greatest strengths is his ability to cut off the ring, preventing opponents from escaping and forcing them into uncomfortable exchanges. According to Algieri, that size and constant pressure have worn down even elite fighters in the past. While he acknowledges Crawford as one of the best pure boxers in the sport, Algieri warns that Canelo's relentless pressure could prove overwhelming. His prediction leans in Canelo's favor, based on physical strength and experience at the weight. As the discussion wraps, Algieri's view reflects the opinion of many analysts who give Canelo the edge, even though Crawford still carries a strong wave of fan support.
A lot of confounding factors.
So you feel Canelo is going to win the fight?
I leaned Canelo, yeah.
Yeah.
I always have. I've always leaned Canelo. Just it's the good big man versus the good small man.
Recently, though, we've seen the good small man beat the good big man because of the speed.
Yes. Yeah. But Canelo's not slow. It's not like Canelo is actually a smaller man who's come up to fight a lot of bigger men. Because his hand speed, the guys can't deal with him. So his ability to cut off the ring, the fact that he imposes his will, he puts a lot of mental pressure on his opponents without even doing a whole lot. He doesn't throw a ton of punches. He throws less now than ever, but he's there. He's got this frame and his physique. And I've sparred Canelo. The guy's a tank. Like he's very physical in the ring without doing a whole lot, just because of his presence.
The video for today, Snow.